Hey, this is James Ortolani with Wilflex Inks.
Tyler Dummett with Workhorse Products.
Dave with Dick Clark Associates. Alan Howe with Sadi Chem. You're listening to the Two Regular Guys podcast.
Hosted by Aaron Montgomery and Terry Combs.
Welcome to the show.
All right. Well, thank you. Welcome to the show today. It's Friday, December 14th, 2018. I'm Terry Combs with Equipment Zone, and you can also find me at terrycombs.com.
And my name's Aaron Montgomery, and you can find me at aaronmontgomery.info. Today, we're going to be announcing the winners of the 2018 REGGIES, Terry. It's been quite a battle, quite a bit of stuff going on. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. But the voting is done, and it's over, and it is what it is. And and we're excited to recognize these people, recognize everybody. That's we'll get into what this is all means to us, and hopefully that'll work for everybody. But it's been really awesome.
And unlike the Oscars, we're happy to host every year the the REGGIE Awards here in our 6th year.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, I was gonna find some kind of award music and stuff like that, but I just ran out of time in my day for that. So I did bring my tie. It's in my backpack there, but I did not put it on.
Unlike when we used to do this only as audio, we can't lie to people and say that we're wearing tuxedos. So
that's right. Yeah. So
but I did. Go ahead.
Oh well, like I mentioned, I did bring my tie. Like I said, it's right here. I just haven't put it on. So is that better?
I didn't bring my tie. I was on the flight. I'm in Seattle, Silverdale, Washington right now. And on the flight, I'm like, did I bring a polo? I'm visiting my daughter, Taylor, and her husband, Ethan. Ethan is a naval officer. And so they're here in Washington State. And my two grandsons, Henry and Lincoln. And then I'm here meeting my new grandson, Oliver Jett. And he's 2.5 weeks old. So I'm broadcasting from the dining room, and the boys have been banished to the upstairs, and so hopefully there won't be any loud protests of them wanting to come back downstairs. That's
all right. It'll be fun, if they want to be on the show, we can have them on too. So
I know your son has certainly been on the show.
Yes, many times. So we've got also Eric Campbell is. Who hosted the show solo with the folks from ZSK, did an awesome job doing that. So thanks, Eric. He is actually hanging out in the comments section, commenting as two regular guys. So
very nice.
Appreciate him being on board. He said, "Sublimated tie, folks, always be branding." That's right. There we go.
I have the same tie.
Nice. A couple other quick comments here. We got Pam Skidmore telling us excited for Imbrilliance. So it's going to be a great day, I think, for everybody that has been nominated. And like I said, heated competition out there. So we'll talk about that. Tyler, good morning. How are you? Good to have you on board with us today, and excited to talk REGGIES, Terry. So before we do that, do you have any news that you want to share with us?
I do. I just actually got a message from Sydney over at the Imprudent Sportswear shows. And she shared that the Imprudent Sportswear show has announced for 2019 that our friends, friends of the show, Promo Kitchen, they're going to be taking over the Shop Talk sessions. And these were the 20-minute free sessions that were presented out on the show floor. And it was really well accepted in 2018. I was one of the speakers for that group. And if you have been scheduled for 2019 to be one of the presenters for Shop Talk, hold tight for the folks at Promo Kitchen. They're kind of revising the whole program. Doesn't mean you won't be speaking. It's just they're taking another look at it and kind of shuffling the deck a little bit. So keep an eye out for that. The guys at Promo Kitchen will certainly do a really good job with this Shop Talk session. And you get to hear a lot of good music because they bring a record player and play a lot of old vinyl in between sessions. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, that'll be exciting. I'm still working on trying to make my way out to ISS Long Beach this year. It's with the ThreadX coming up shortly thereafter. It's definitely going to be a challenge. So if you talk to Sydney again, tell her I'm efforting. Efforting is the word right now. Todd mentioned here in the comments, I pictured the voting being like the fight scene from Anchorman. We're lucky no one got killed with the trident. Yes, indeed. It was like I said, a battle royale. So kind of.
And I was wearing my corduroy suit during the.
I know. That escalated quickly. So good stuff. Everybody, stay tuned to the end of the show. Terry is going to share 5 things this week. 5 things you should do for your business coming into 2019, and that year is knocking. It is.
Well, and Aaron, in 2 weeks we're going to be doing our planning for 2019. So mine's just a little teaser, I think, of that, and then 2 weeks from now we'll be doing that full show, and it's always a lot of fun talking about how to prepare and how to be successful in the coming year.
Nice. Yeah, I see that you're the teacher's pet. You're doing your homework early. I appreciate that, Terry.
Indeed. Well, the intention was to do this last week, but since we were having some technical issues and our good friend Eric Campbell took the reins and took over the show, I messaged him saying, "Hey, hold off. We'll do those next week." So
very nice. Good stuff.
Well,
all right.
Hey, we want to thank all of our regular listeners and any new listeners tuning in today. We probably have quite a few because of the REGGIE Awards. If you have any ideas for future shows, you can go to our Contact Us page at 2 Regular Guys. That's the number 2, regularguys.com. Or reach out to us on social media. We are everywhere as 2 Regular Guys. Again, the number 2. And if you're catching the live video via Facebook Live, jump in, participate, give us your comments. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, I can't wait to have all the new listeners. We've been getting some great feedback on stuff we can talk about. So, Eric, come on now. You're being too rough on yourself. He says, "Sorry, folks. One irregular guy did his best last week." I would say he's actually plotting his takeover, Terry, but we have to be careful.
Well, and Andrea Bomarito was one of the guests, and she said we should just do this show. And I'm feverishly typing, "No coups, no coups."
way to keep us in the driver's seat, Terry. For now, it's going on 7 years here almost. All right. Well, Terry, before we get into the announcements of the Reggies, we've talked about ThreadX quite a bit, and I want to keep talking about ThreadX here. I want to go ahead and put their webpage up on the video section here, and it's time to register. If you have not registered, now is the time. It is going to be happening very soon, February 17th through the 19th, 2019 in San Diego, California. If you've not been to San Diego, California, there is never bad weather there. I've been
always
there.
Always a comfortable 72 degrees.
Yeah. It is the most beautiful weather I've ever been in. So anyhow, in February in Southern California, not a bad thing to be doing. Plus, the speakers list this year is amazing. So if you missed 2018, you cannot miss 2019. This will be a must-attend event with the MC of the event, Ricardo Crespo. And you also have a keynote speaker, Benny Gold, who's a San Francisco-based streetwear brand and boutique. And then the keynote speaker, Aaron Draplin, who's a design wizard. I believe there's still some spaces available. If you register early enough, you can sign up for an additional intimate hands-on workshop with Mr. Draplin, with Aaron Draplin. But there are limited slots. So to our knowledge, there are still slots available. But if you missed it, you're going to have to beg SGA to let you in. So just tell them the 2 regular guys sent you and see if that gets you any weight over there. So,
Aaron, it's just one more comment about that. I've spoken to several people who've stopped me at trade shows saying, "Hey, I'm coming to ThreadX this year. I hear you guys talking about it. I can't wait." So we are not inflating it too much. It's really, really an incredible event. So if you can make it out there, and the 2 regular guys will be there and walking around doing interviews and preparing a future show. So if you're going to the show, make sure you look for us.
Definitely. So we can't wait to see you there. If you want to register, just head over to threadxconference.com. That's the web pages that you see on the video portion here today, and all the information's there, registration, stuff like that. So good stuff going on there. And then Todd mentioned, don't burst my bubble, Todd. San Diego's got a special place in my heart, and if they got a snowstorm, that'd be crazy.
Well, for me, Aaron, at that time of year, it's in the mid-high 60s here, so I'm going to enjoy that 72 degrees over there. That's right. As you always say, do you want people to hate you?
Exactly. I think you do. Anyhow, Tyler asked any 2 regular guys ThreadX discount code. Not that they've provided to us, Tyler, but I certainly would, reach out to them and say, "Hey, I listened to the 2 regular guys," and see what they're willing to do. The thing is it is going to fill. They fill the entire thing. Last year they sold out the conference in its first year, and so it will sell out again. So it's kind of tough when you sell out to give discounts to something that sells out.
Right.
It's worth every penny you're going to spend, though. So like I said, we're going to be there, and we can't wait to see you all there, and it's going to be great. So Eric says Arizona smack coming from Terry again. So. Good stuff. All right, Terry. Well, shall we? Is there a drum roll or? Yeah, I don't have any of that music.
Yeah, I have
like
no
I
sound
said.
effects here in my daughter's dining room. But
Okay.
and I have a feeling this show is one where, a lot of times people tune in to listen to you and I talk about this subject or that. And I think today, most of the people tuning in are just waiting to find out who the winners are. So the time is at hand.
Very nice. Yes, it is at hand. So as we've kind of alluded to already, this year, the 6th annual REGGIE Awards, this was definitely the most, so it was the most nominations we ever got. It was also the most votes that we've ever got. And it was probably the most contentious of the 6 years that we've ever had. So, I certainly appreciate and love the fact that everybody is so passionate about this. And we are glad to be able to bring something that people really honor and want to be a part of and want to have that coffee mug and want to have that plaque. Well, not that coffee mug, a different one for the.
This is a previous winner's coffee mug.
Oh, that was okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm still working on the design, but we'll have a special REGGIE Award winner coffee mug. Anyhow, lots of communication back and forth with several people. There was plenty of consternation about what was fair and what wasn't fair, and all that kind of fun stuff. We had people doing giveaways and things like that. We had people. I had some people reach out and say, hey, people are encouraging fake email addresses. The system was set up by IP anyways, so that didn't really matter. But anyways, so again, very, very appreciative of all of the people and their concern and their interest. But here's the deal. It's not about the winners necessarily. This is a forum that we've put together 6 years ago as a way to just recognize lots of people. Terry has mentioned before, we've met people because of the REGGIEs that we had never met before. And we've been in this time. We've been in this industry for a long time. I won't say how long Terry has been in, but he looks much younger than he is. That was actually a compliment, maybe backhanded. But...
That's a backhanded. That's like a neg. It's a negative compliment.
Nice. So Brian says, we just want the chicken wing. Brian, we can probably make that happen. We enjoy sharing chicken wings with anybody that we can get in front of. That's who Terry and I are. Beers and chicken wings. So anyhow,
Exactly.
And then Todd says the first rule of REGGIE's are there are no rules. So there we go.
and that's really true. We set it up specifically for the industry to nominate, the industry to vote, and hey, if you go out there and encourage people to vote for you, I say more power to you.
Absolutely. And again, it's just a forum. So I actually responded to somebody that had kind of asked some questions about some things that were happening. And I wanted to just kind of read my response here real quick, Terry, if you don't mind,
Sure.
just because I think this sums it up for me, and you can follow up with your feelings on it too. And I'm pretty sure that they're the same, because I'm always asked, where's Terry? It's like we're a married couple, but
and I'm the same. Do you know where Aaron is? No,
Yeah.
We're not the same person.
In fact, just a quick side, I was doing a webinar with Marshall Atkinson the other day for SGIA, and he said, oh, I almost called you Terry. I'm like, yeah, I get that all the time. So anyhow, here's what I said. I said, we just provide the forum to recognize people. It apparently means a lot to many people, and we appreciate that, but there are no rules in place otherwise. We still recognize all the nominees, and it's a celebration of the industry. The fact that they are giving away stuff out of their pocket for a coffee mug is certainly their prerogative, and there's nothing stopping others from doing the same. They feel if it's a value to them, and we appreciate that. And so we want to look for ways to change it if we need to. But again, the spirit of the awards are to recognize everyone, and the voting is just the icing on the cake for a fun year-end show.
Exactly. And Aaron, we also when we announced the nominees, we announced everyone and every company who was nominated as well, and it was a long list. And when you and I started doing this 6 years ago, wondering if we'd have any response at all, and just floored by the response. And what I always appreciate seeing is when we go to a trade show and a winner, an individual winner or a company winner will have their Reggie Award on display in their trade show booth. I think that just shows what an award that is voted on by the industry means to everybody that's participating.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And congratulations to everybody. I mean, to the fact
Sure.
that to even get nominated means you've got some people that care about what you do and think you're doing a good job. So, continue growing your audience, and this is perfect. So hopefully this is positive for everybody. Like I said, I know that there were some people that were a little upset, not saying that wasn't well placed if that's the way they felt, but I think the spirit of this is such that it's more just about celebrating our industry and celebrating everybody that works so hard inside our industry. So great stuff. No, totally changing subjects here because I'm into the whole squirrel, this shiny object thing today. But Eric commented, and then there's the age smack from Aaron. So check that off the bingo card. So I do think there's another podcast so the second podcast you should listen to if you're a volleyball fan like me is a podcast called The Net Live. And they actually have developed a drinking game. So when the hosts say certain things, you're supposed to take a drink. So I think every time we, anyhow, I won't go too far
Maybe
down
this
that
time
road.
of year should be eggnog.
Eggnog, yeah. So Christine, we appreciate comment.
I was talking with somebody was asking me some questions yesterday. I got a phone call from a friend in the industry, and we were talking about a couple of different people that he could talk to, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I know him. Oh yeah, I know her. I know." And we started laughing about how long both of us had been in the industry, and after you've if you've only done a couple of rounds of trade shows, pretty much everybody. If you do 40 rounds of trade shows, you certainly know everyone.
And since I don't go to the trade shows anymore, you think people are going to forget about me?
I don't think so, Aaron.
Okay. Right. You just when people ask if you're Terry or Aaron, just say you're both, and then
I'll just flip back and forth.
Yeah, it'll be perfect. So, some great comments. Thank you guys. If you've got comments and feedback, this is making me feel a lot better. Like I said, I was a little tense about how everything went down. Didn't want to disappoint anybody, but Donna said I actually looked up the products I hadn't used before. That is fantastic.
That's
Lisa's
awesome.
too. That's again what this is all about. Christine said the interest in the awards is a testament to what you guys have built. Kudos to both of you for creating and growing this valuable resource. And I would follow that up with we could not do it without people like Christine, like Eric, like all of these people, like all of you that are participating, commenting, interacting. Thank you guys very much. And Terry, I think we've probably beat this horse enough. Let's get into the Reggie Awards. Thank you guys so much for participating, and thanks everybody for being here. Start us off, Terry.
All right, very good. The number one category, best new product. The nominees were Bling Anything from the Rhinestone World, In Brilliance Stitch Artist 3D Foam Underlay, third, Epson F2100 DTG printer, fourth, and these are not in any order, fourth, the Design Wizard software from the Rhinestone World, and the last fifth is Wallacut Express from HTW, which is
Heat Transfer Warehouse.
Heat Transfer Warehouse, and I was totally blanking. Thank you for saving me on that.
No problem.
All right, with 48% of the vote, In Brilliant Stitch Artist 3D Foam Underlay is the winner of the Best New Product Reggie Award for 2018.
Congratulations. That's awesome. I was looking for an envelope to tear, but again, we can't fake it when we're doing video now, Terry. This is our first Reggie's Award on video. So
I know exactly.
Congratulations to them.
And Aaron, if you don't make it out to Long Beach, I'll certainly go around and speak with each one of the winners as well, and try to get an interview during the Long Beach show.
Nice. Yes. Yeah. We're excited, and we're going to get all of these folks on here and like I said, some interviews, maybe kind of a post Reggie wrap up or something like that. So
sure.
It's going to be great. And I will be reaching out to everybody directly as well via email here. Give me until after the holidays. So it'll probably be the first part of the year to set up getting you everything. If we can give them to you in person and do some photo ops, that would be fantastic. But otherwise, we can get stuff in the mail to you. And so congratulations to Embrilliance. A very tight race there. Embrilliance won with 48% of the vote. So, and I'll have all of the information back up on the website here as soon as we're done with this show. And that way everybody can see everything, and it's out there in the open. I just took it down for this moment here. All right. Second category, Terry, best sales or customer service representative. The nominees were Gabe Hernandez of the Rhinestone World, Christine Shreve of Enmart, Lisa Potts of the Rhinestone World, Mitchell Rebecki from Heat Transfer Warehouse, and Sean Morrow from the Rhinestone World. And Sean, if I butchered your last name, I apologize. And let's see here. In the winner, tear the envelope. The winner with 43% of the votes was Lisa Potts from the Rhinestone World. So congratulations, Lisa. Absolutely. Congratulations, Lisa. And Rhinestone World has always been a really good friend of the show, and I'd love to see them winning awards. And one great thing about, being best customer service, best sales is the amount of education that the folks at the Rhinestone World do. And no surprise to have Lisa from Rhinestone World win this award. Awesome. Well, congratulations, Lisa. Terry, let me get a couple comments here that I missed. Brian had mentioned, we cannot believe how supportive our customers have been. Thanks to all of you from Team Embrilliance. So, Brian, congratulations. Jan Callahan said, hard to believe Long Beach is a month or so. Ugh. Oh, my gosh. I actually have my, I saw that my flight had been booked, and that's always the clue that, oh, here we go again. Not in a bad way. Nice. Christine Shreve said Lisa Shaw did a terrific job of rallying the troops. So good stuff. Congratulations from Donna. So definitely congratulations. Terry, you want to get to the third category here? Absolutely. Third category is company that provides the best customer service. Those companies that are nominated are Embrilliance, Heat Transfer Warehouse, Ricoma International Corporation, Sanmar, and the Rhinestone World. And this was a really, really, really tight race, Aaron. Mm-hmm. The winner with 47% of the vote, which means 818 votes, was Embrilliance. Embrilliance with another award today for the Reggies 2018. Embrilliance had 818 votes. The second place vote getter was 807 votes. And that was the Rhinestone World. So by 11 votes out of over 1,600 votes just for those two, and there were certainly votes for the other companies as well. So hard-fought battle there. Congratulations to the folks at Embrilliance for being the company that provides the best customer service in 2018. Nice. Well, again, like you said, Terry, everybody else got. Those companies there. You look at the list and. We're learning about some new companies here, but we know several of these companies as well, and they all deserve to be on that list. And again, congratulations to Embrilliance, Rhinestone World, Sanmar, Ricoma, Heat Transfer Warehouse, all fantastic places. And let's see how that goes next year. That one was. I'm guessing that's probably where a lot of the consternation is the word that keeps coming to mind when I think about based on the number of votes there. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Nice. So wow. So tight. And we got a couple more comments here. We got another Donna. Congratulations. Brian. Yeah. I think I mentioned this before the show, Terry. It said such a tight vote and we're not even in Florida. And so, yeah, fortunately with our system, we don't have to go back and manually count ballots and look for hanging chads. So that's so funny that Brian would say that, because that was exactly your comment before we went on the air. No hanging chads. Yep. So more good comments. A great job, Brian and Lisa, and all the others. And in Brilliance, Lisa Shaw said, super close race. All nominees treat customers well. And Eric follows it up, I think, with the perfect summary of this category. Ultimately, the customers all win. And that's exactly right, Brian. Or Brian, yep. Eric, perfect comment. Yeah, totally. And that's kind of what I've always been about, Terry. And that's I love seeing that kind of thing. If you put your customers first, business is going to be good, and that's good stuff.
You might be tipping your hand of your suggestions for preparing for 2019 with that. I'm guessing.
Maybe there's a chance. Let me write that down. Actually, good idea, Terry. All right. All right. Let's get to number 4 here, Terry. The best online educational content. And again, another fantastic group of well-deserving nominees. And in fact, I would recommend everybody go back to our original nominee announcement show from about a month ago, because not only did these folks get into the voting to be nominated, but there was a whole other list of people that were nominated that didn't quite make the cut back then. And those are all fantastic ones too.
Exactly.
So I think that great resources if you're looking for stuff there. We've got ericcampbell.com, and the next nominee was Heat Transfer Warehouse's YouTube channel, OML Embroidery University, Ted Stahl's blog, and the Rhinestone World YouTube channel. And the winner of this category was the Rhinestone World YouTube channel with 68% of the votes. So congratulations to the Rhinestone World, and good stuff there from them. And we always hear about how great the education is there at the Rhinestone World, Terry.
Aaron, and one thing I love about what Matt and his crew do there at Rhinestone World is when you go to their YouTube channel, it's like watching an infomercial. They've got all the samples, and they're just whipping them out in front of the camera and doing demonstrations, and here's how it looks with this, and here's how it looks with this, and here's how it's really it's fun to watch and incredibly educational. So congratulations to Matt and crew at the Rhinestone World. Good job.
Yeah, definitely. We loved having him on our show. When we started in this video segment and doing the Two Regular Guys as video, one of our concerns was that, some guests might not be able to kind of get the whole video thing as easily, because you're certainly newer to a lot of people. When we had Matt on, I'm like, oh man, we got to step up our game here. I think I ended up with my backdrop after Matt's being on with us. They do a great job. And
yeah, Aaron, when people talk to me about, hey, I want to do YouTube, I want to do some educational, videos, things like that, I always tell them, go check out the Rhinestone World, watch some of their videos to get an idea of how people do this successfully. So
totally.
Good job for those guys over there.
All right. Well, on to category number 6. We've just passed the halfway point.
All right. Very good. Best Industry Educator. The nominees for the 2018 REGGIE Award are Eric.
Hold on. Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm on the wrong spot. So we are at number 5, not number 6. Good
Correct.
Grief.
We could skip over Best Industry Educator, but I think 5 people on this list would not be very pleased.
No kidding. Shoot. All right.
I wasn't going to call you out for saying we're not halfway, but because that'll be after 5.
All right. All right. I'm back. I'm going back to sleep. But wake me when you're done.
All right. Very good. Best Industry Educator for 2018. Nominees are Eric Campbell, who is our show producer and also an educator throughout the industry.
I was going to say, that's not all he does.
That's not all he does. Exactly right. His career is not producer of the Two Regular Guys.
Yeah, the pay sucks. So,
right. But it's equal among all of us. So
yeah, that's true.
Gabe Hernandez from the Rhinestone World. Third, Lisa Potts from the Rhinestone World. Fourth, Matt Vassallo of the Rhinestone World. And fifth, Sue Brown, OML University, OML Embroidery. And the winner of the 2018 Best Industry Educator is Matt Vassallo of the Rhinestone World. Matt has 57% of the vote. And Aaron, I have to tell you, I was wondering if maybe the fact that 3 people from the Rhinestone World were nominated is they might gobble up each other's votes and somebody else
kind
come
of the
out.
Ross Perot situation back in the day.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Nice. Yeah, no, I mean, you got a great list of people there. Sue Brown is somebody that, and I believe she's in the comments section here tuning in right now live. Sue's somebody that I've never had an opportunity to meet, but hear fantastic things about. So again, that's what I love about this, Terry, is that we get to meet all of these great people that are doing great things that we haven't heard about yet. So
exactly right. So looking forward to meeting everybody on this list during upcoming shows.
Absolutely. And congratulations to Matt for doing a great job. Keep it up. And we definitely need to have Matt back on soon to discuss some other things. And Sue, I'll put you on notice. We'd love to have you on as well. So, and everybody else on the list is certainly welcome. All right, Terry. So now can I get to 6? Because I was
You're at the halfway point.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for bearing with me as I do everything. Hi, Sue. Sue says hi, everyone. So welcome in. And there's great comments going. I'm not getting to every one of them, by the way, Terry. So if you're listening to this on the audio version of the podcast, you are going to have to head over to facebook.com/aaronmontgomery.info and watch the video portion as well. And if you click on real-time comments, you can kind of follow along just like you're watching live. So that is great stuff. All right, number 6, Best Industry Trade Show. And there were 5 nominees again in this category. The NBN Indianapolis Show, ISS Orlando, ISS Long Beach, ISS Atlantic City, and the DAX Chicago Show. This category has been ruled by ISS Long Beach for 5 years, but unfortunately for them, they were unseated this year. Congratulations to DAX Chicago on winning this year with 45% of the vote. So great stuff there. And it is really, really great to see all these wonderful shows. You know, we've been to all of these, and you're going to be back at all of these again next year. So.
Well, indeed. And of course, I'll see you at the DAX show. And congratulations to Scott and Margie Ritter for DAX, all 3 DAX shows they do in the Midwest. And I believe, Aaron, coming up on the 22nd year for DAX, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so, because we talked about how they were old enough to drink last year. So.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Well, they with 45% of the vote, so that's a nice win for them, and you know, possibly with again 3 nominations for ISS, maybe they might have canceled each other out a little bit this year. But the DAX shows, anybody who's in the Midwest who hasn't attended a DAX show, and you can find them at daxshow.com. Make sure you get out to those shows. They have lots of great education. A lot of the vendors you see at the ISS and NBM shows will be there, and it's a very intimate type of atmosphere, and really great trade shows, and certainly well deserved to win the REGGIE Award for 2018.
Absolutely. Real quick, Terry, as Sue said, good morning. I would be honored to be on the show. Looking forward to it. So I'm just quick shout out to Eric. Eric, if you wouldn't mind connecting Sue to our Calendly, and let's get that scheduled. We're already filling up for 2019, so I think we're into February at this point. So
easily into February. Yeah,
definitely. So Eric, I don't know if you want to share that in the comments right now. Actually, if we've got a Calendly thing where you can pick a week and register to kind of come on the show, and so.
And Aaron isn't misstating the word calendar; it is actually called Calendly.
yeah, exactly. So Eric says, "Will do, Chief." But I'm sorry, not trying to boss you around, Eric. That's not how we work here at the T.
I already said we're on the same pay scale. It's not bossing.
All right, Terry. Let's see here.
Number 7.
Number 7. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
it's this one, and I don't actually have it up. And if I were to try to pull it up, it would probably take down the show. So
yeah, let's not do that. So this is the best decorated item, and so you need to go to our website too, the number 2 regularguys.com, to see the different nominees. And there were some, and this is actually a physical decorated item, so that's why, of course, obviously on our audio version of the show, you're not seeing that, but easy enough to go over to the show or go to the website and take a look at that. But Aaron, you ready for me to announce the winner?
Yeah, we can do that. Now, okay. You know what, Terry? I said I wasn't going to put this up, but I'm going to now. Yeah. So hang tight, everybody. Hold on. Here we go. All right, there it is, and we didn't break it. Okay, go ahead, Terry.
All right. Well, you can see the nominees for this category, but the winner by a landslide was the Cubs Cup, which was covered in rhinestone by the Rhinestone World. With 76% of the vote, 710 votes compared to 72 votes for the serving tray that if you possibly see on your screen, or if you're going to the website, you'll see. But
Yeah,
the Cubs Cup was pretty awesome.
it is pretty awesome. I made that serving tray, so I had my fingers crossed. But yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. The Cub Cup is really cool. The other stuff's really neat too. Love what they did with the vinyl, and that's a great laser transfer there. So again, wonderful nominees and great stuff. So Terry, again, getting off track because that's what I am doing today. It says you guys have to double up on your coffee to keep up with Sue. And
right. We love that.
Yes, indeed.
We love those guests that we just ask a question and we just sit back and let them go.
Donna says, congratulations. Congrats. That cup is awesome. So agreed. Good stuff. All right, Terry, let me get back to the list here.
By the fact that you did put up that photo of the different nominees, apparently we have now lost you. I don't know if you can see and hear me, but I do not see and hear you. So I'm going to jump into the next category, which is most influential young star. And the nominees for that were Brooke Hesdalen. And apologies to you, Brooke, if I've butchered your last name. Brooke is with the Heat Transfer Warehouse. Next nominee, Eric Campbell. Next nominee, Gabe Hernandez with the Rhinestone World. Lisa Potts with the Rhinestone World is the next nominee. And then Pete Jr. from New Era Apparel. We did check Eric's driver's license. He is eligible for the most influential young star.
Yeah.
And the winner of the category is Lisa Potts with the Rhinestone World. Congratulations, Lisa. 55% of the vote for most influential young star. And gosh, we would love to have you on the show and talk to you about your take on the industry from the perspective of someone just a little bit younger than Aaron and myself.
Am I back here, Terry? Can you hear me now?
You are back, my friend.
All right, good. So James Ortolani said, vote for me. I apologize, James.
Well, I will tell you this. I have known James longer than the age of that category. So
all right, good stuff there. Good. Congratulations to all those folks. And it's great to see, some young rising stars and people, I think, I can't remember how many years ago it was, Terry, that in our things we'd like to see for the next year. I don't know if you remember this or not, but I just remember one of the things I had said that I wanted to see was some more young blood being invigorated in. And
absolutely. I do remember you saying that.
We're definitely seeing that happen. And I love it. We've got great people that have been around for a long time and have done this for a long time, but we're also getting some new younger folks that are going to carry this torch well past when Terry and I are sitting on a beach somewhere. Since
I was doing that 2 weeks ago, by the way.
Okay, never mind.
It was just a trial run.
Trial run. Okay, all right. Well, congratulations to Lisa, and ready to move on to best guest, Terry.
Right. Are you? Are we going to switch up now? You're going to?
Yeah. No, I think it's my turn. So
okay.
Can you just keep me on track here today, Terry?
I've really not done a great job close today. To the end. 2 more awards.
Okay. All right. Good. Thank you. Best guest on the Two Regular Guys podcast. We had some fantastic nominees. We've had some fantastic shows this year, and we appreciate everybody who's joined us. And Allison Prince was a nominee. Eric Campbell was a nominee. Gordon Firemark was a fantastic guest. We had him on, and he brought us some great information about copyright and trademark law. Matt Vasallo from the Rhinestone World. We talked about him already and his fantastic setup, what he brought to the table from a video perspective too. And then we had Pete Jr. with New Era Apparel, and with Pete there, we have to put Uncle Tone in that mix too. Just great energy, great stuff going on there. We enjoyed talking to Pete. We had some challenges with that show, but it ended up being a great show too. So the winner, without further ado, is Matt Vasallo of the Rhinestone World with 72% of the votes. So congratulations to Matt for that win on Best Guest. And again, thanks to all of our guests in 2018 and prior. And we can't wait to see who's going to be on with us in 2019. It's been fantastic, and keep it rolling, Terry.
Aaron, when I saw this list for Best Guest, I was looking through it going, oh yeah, that show. Oh, that show. And I'm thinking, oh, every one of these shows were so good. And I do want to make a quick comment about the Gordon Firemark show with copyright and trademark law.
Yeah.
I have seen so many people post, somebody will be on, some social media and
Yeah.
say, so is this copyright information I have correct? And the person's always, I always see a response of, hey, go to Two Regular Guys and go to this show, and they talk about that, so that you love to see that, because that just says that we were lucky enough to find Gordon and be able to trade to share a lot of really, really great information about a subject that a lot of our listeners are confused about. So congratulations to everybody, though I can't talk enough about Matt Vassallo and the energy he brings and the story he tells about his journey in the industry. So, but every one of these guests was tremendous, as are all of our guests, and we appreciate so much that folks are willing to give up an hour with us every week to be on the show and share with the industry. So thanks to all of you.
Definitely great stuff. And like you said, Matt's show was fantastic. Not only, with the great story, and that, he gave us great information, things that we wanted to know about pricing the things that he's involved with bling and vinyl and stuff like that.
Right. And how to present options to your customer. I really enjoy that part of the show. And I've certainly shared that with other people.
Nice.
All right.
I just posted where to sign up for I didn't post. I apologize. I put it up on the screen here. Eric put it out there in the comments section. So it's calendly.com/2regularguys. Pretty easy to find. calendly.com/2regularguys. So looking forward to having you on. A couple more comments here, Terry, just to keep that rolling. Honored. Eric mentioned the honor that our shows are a resource and we couldn't do it without all the guests. High five on that one. Agreed. And Marshall says validation is always awesome. Keep it up, guys. And Brian says thanks to the regular guys and the occasional irregular for the podcast and the Reggies. We appreciate what you're doing for the industry. And Martha Taylor says, woohoo, TRW, but really congratulations to all the nominees. I agree that we are the winners with so many quality people companies. As they say, a rising tide raises all ships. I love that analogy.
Absolutely. That's perfect.
All right. Oh, Eric said we had another bingo card thing here, the number 2. So.
That's really good.
Remember, we talked about the drinking game thing.
Yes, there you go.
Every bingo card is more appropriate.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Or chicken wing.
Or chicken wing. Nice. All right. Let's see here. The final category. Are we ready?
We're ready. All right. Here it is. Category number 10. And this was a new category last year, and we were pretty excited about it. And I'm still just as excited about it as then, Aaron. Best Ambassador for the Industry. The nominees for this category for 2018, Eric Campbell, Joe Piazza with Caesar, Matt Vassallo with the Rhinestone World, and Pete Jr. with New Era Apparel. And the winner for the Best Ambassador for the Industry in 2018 with 45% of the vote is Joe Piazza with Caesar. Congratulations to you, Joe.
Yeah, nice job, Joe. Joe's a fantastic guy, and not only is Joe he's kind of the face of Caesar Vinyl, and but he also is actually an actor. I don't know if you knew this, Terry. He's an actor, and has had a few roles, and he's just kind of an aspiring actor, and so he's got some cool stuff. So if you're
not talking like in videos like we do.
No. Like a real actor in real videos, and
he's a member of the union, unlike ourselves.
Yes. Anyhow, if you haven't had a chance to kind of get to know Joe personally too, he's a fantastic guy, and like I said, winner of the award for Best Ambassador. I think that fits him very nicely, as it would all of the nominees there. So good stuff, and thank you to everybody. And Eric says, happy to pass this down to Joe. Well done. And always a great resource. Agreed 100%. And wow, Terry, I think we did it. and I made it without too many faux pas. So I can take off my tie now.
Yeah, take off your tie. Exactly right.
All right. Well, Terry, should we take a quick break and then come back and wrap this up and get out of here for a Friday?
Let's hear a word from our sponsor, Equipment Zone.
You would think I'd be ready for that, but
that was your lead in. That was to give you the opportunity to look away from the screen.
you missed the part where I was doing this stretch.
Our show today is sponsored by Equipment Zone. Go to equipmentzone.com for the Epson F2000 direct-to-garment printer. Equipment Zone is the only Epson reseller who sends a technician to every customer location for training. This is an absolutely free visit to your location. Equipment Zone is also the manufacturer of the #1 pre-treat machine in the industry, the Speed Treater TX. With no compressor and no special tanks, the Speed Treater TX is the easiest and most consistent pre-treat machine available worldwide. Go to equipmentzone.com for the Epson F2000, the Speed Treater TX, and for all your DTG inks and supplies. That's equipmentzone.com. That's equipmentzone.com.
And make sure if you're on the East Coast or in the Northeast, you could visit Equipment Zone's Epson Solution Center. There are only 4 Epson Solution Centers around the country, and the one at Equipment Zone in Franklin Lakes, New Jersey, right outside of New York City, is the only facility that is that's east of Chicago that you can visit. And Epson's entire line of large format printers are on display there. So make sure you go by there. You can get more information or contact Equipment Zone for an appointment at equipmentzone.com.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks to Equipment Zone for their continued support. And Terry, let's dive right into 5 things here. And, and then we can get to the other events we've got coming up.
Very good. 5 things you should do to your business coming into 2019. Number 1, project a reasonable increase in sales and then determine if you have the equipment and staff to manage it all. Number 2 is start a weekly training program in 2019. Number 3, find one way to show your employees how important they are to you. Number 4, find one way to show your customers how important they are to you as well. And number 5 is, and Aaron, we need to put it back on our list here. Number 5 is fire your worst customer. And we're going to talk a bit more about that as we come into discussing 2019. But I'll suffice it to say there are too many really, really good customers out there to spend time with customers who are not your friends. So I'll get more into that in a couple of weeks. But those are 5 things you should do for your business coming in 2019.
Nice. Well, good stuff. Yeah, I actually fired one this morning. So
very nice. Very nice.
'Tis the season. All right. Well, good stuff. Yeah. I don't know how I must have deleted that 5th one. So good for you for remembering. All right, Terry. Well, a couple of events coming up here, and for me, I've got the Saturday morning Small Business Saturdays videos that I have been doing. Took a week off last week, getting through the holiday season, but we'll be back tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. over at facebook.com/aaronmontgomery.info. So check that out. 30-minute quick discussion about small business. And sorry, Eric's got some great comments coming. And Marshall too. Marshall said, best 5 things ever. Love number 5. Stop wasting time with customers that aren't right for your business. And
very nice.
Aaron fired the 5 things. So. All right. So again, check me out tomorrow morning. Hopefully I'll get a little more sleep in facebook.com/aaronmontgomery.info. Couple of seminars coming up for me February 22nd at DAX, Kansas City. I will be discussing developing a business plan. And that same day, just a few hours later on February 22nd at DAX, Kansas City, I will be discussing being customer-centric equals, in all caps, more profits. So looking forward to sharing those 2 seminars with the folks at DAX. So I hope to see you there. Please tell them you heard about us from the 2 regular guys. And I'd love to actually meet you in person out there in Kansas City.
Absolutely. Well, Aaron, what I have coming up, January 17th, I'll be hosting the Epson F2100 DTG class the day before the ISS Long Beach show. This is an all new class. We've got a couple of new instructors. We're going to be doing even more. We're going to be talking about promoting your business on social media, finding customers, pricing your product, all those types of things. So all new class starting January 17th at ISS Long Beach. On the 19th, there in Long Beach, I'll be presenting The World Says I Should Be a Digital Decorator. And so that will be on Saturday. And of course, I'll be there with Equipment Zone all through the show. I'll be exhibiting, I'm going to be doing my first screen printing class of the year at Workhorse Products. That's going to be on January 26th and 27th. January 31st, I'm going to be hosting again that same Epson F2100 DTG class. That's going to be before the NBM show in Phoenix, so it'll be here in my hometown. And on February 1st and 2nd, it'll be that show as well. Also here in Phoenix, February 7th and 8th, I'll be involved with the DTG Academy at Equipment Zone. That's going to be at the Equipment Zone office in Tempe, Arizona. Lots more events coming up, Aaron, for me. All my, and I'm going to emphasize that, all my upcoming 2019 events, I know, are at terrycombs.com, and look under tour dates to find those.
Excellent. Well, fantastic. One thing that just popped up that I wanted to share. Christine said DAX Kansas City will be a lot of fun. We should have a Two Regular Guys meetup. I think that is a fantastic.
That's a great idea. Absolutely.
I wrote it down, Terry. I've switched to notebook. So
look at you following my legal example of a yellow junior legal pad.
Yeah, exactly. I wrote it down. We'll see what happens, Christine. That's a great idea. Thank you. All right. Well, Eric's going to be out and about too. He's got some stuff coming up at ISS Long Beach as well as DAX Kansas City. But let me just share with you what Eric Campbell, our show producer, is going to be teaching at ISS Long Beach. January 18th, he will be teaching learning to digitize the two kinds of embroidery knowledge. January 19th, he'll be bringing you the scientific stitcher, measurements, and testing. And then January 20th, he will be teaching embroidery pricing models explained. So 3 great days of information from Eric there at ISS Long Beach. So make sure you sign up for his classes as well. Just go over to issshows.com, and that's a lot of S's in the middle. So just make sure you get all the S's. I've asked them before if they've thought about buying ISSHOWS, because everybody always misses one S in there.
Right. I always describe it as three S's.
Nice. Good call. Good call. All right, Terry. Well, fantastic. I think that's it. I think I can't do much more damage today myself.
It's been a great show. Some surprise winners, some not so surprise winners, and every one of them incredibly deserving, and as well as all the nominees. So we certainly appreciate all the participation this year, and hey, we'll be doing this again the same time next year. So prepare your strategy.
Nice. Yep, definitely. Same. Just be sure to tune in all year, but Reggie stuff starts in October, so don't miss that. And again, I agree wholeheartedly, Terry. Congratulations to all of the winners, and congratulations to all of the nominees. And just I think for me, Terry, to follow it up, to kind of wrap it up for me, I'd say congratulations to our industry as a whole. I mean, this kind of goes to show you that we've got some passionate people that love what they're doing, love their customers. Customers love the companies they're working with. Business is growing. I think we just need to keep plugging along, and everybody work together. And we're gonna, as Martha mentioned, rising tide raises all ships. So fantastic stuff. And I think. Well, that does it for me, Terry. I think again, I've said enough.
All right. Well, very good. Well, hey, we want to thank Eric Campbell, our show producer. You can find Eric at ericcampbell.com. And we want to thank our sponsors, SGIA, the Specialty Graphic Imaging Association, and Equipment Zone. We very much appreciate your support.
And next week, Terry, we're going to be taking a week off for the Christmas holiday here, and give me a break and take a breath after my crazy busy season here over at Pick the Gift as well. So thanks for everybody for putting up with me as I work through the crazy holiday season. But on the 28th, Terry, you and I will be back talking about planning in 2019. You've already given us a little sneak peek of some great information you've got together. I've got some thoughts, including one that you just gave me, and so I can't wait to talk about what we think you should be doing to get ready to have an awesome 2019 to cap off hopefully an awesome 2018.
Absolutely. But until then, I'm Terry Combs. He's Aaron Montgomery.
And we are the Two Regular Guys.
Thank you for listening to Two Regular Guys. Check out our website at tworegularguys.com. That's the number 2, regularguys.com. You can also interact with us over at our Facebook page, facebook.com/tworegularguys, or send us a tweet, twitter.com/tworegularguys. And we have a YouTube page. You can find all that from our website, tworegularguys.com. Thanks for tuning in, and we look forward to spending some time with you again next week.